Hello everyone, it's Ariston here, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I'm gonna try doing a story time video. I have 4 different stories that I'm gonna do, 3 or 4, it depends. And let's get started. Oh, and before you guys ask, yes, these are fake glasses. I just wanted to wear them because I have them and I never wear them. The first story is, this happened over this last Thanksgiving. So my brother and my cousin and I, we always go Black Friday shopping, and so we're like we wandered off from our parents and we were just kind of roaming around, and we'd already looked at everything and there were long lines, and we didn't find a lot of stuff that we wanted, and so we were kind of bored and we're like, well, okay, let's just kind of wander off. So we were walking down the aisle. And Bryden, we were by the toilet paper, so he has a great idea. Okay, let's build a toilet paper fort. So, it's an empty aisle, it's Black Friday, everyone's on the outside, so there's no one actually shopping. So we're in the middle of the aisle, and we're in the toilet paper area, and so Bryden starts building the walls and doing all that stuff. And at first me and my cousin were like, no, we really shouldn't do this. But Bryden got in it, and it looked fun. He was building different rooms and stuff, and he made it going long. And so me and my cousin were like, okay, we'll join in. So we go in there and we started helping him build. And we were in there probably 10 minutes, and all of a sudden a lady comes over and she's like, excuse me, you guys need to get out of there. And so we're like, oh crap. And so all of us go out of there, and we didn't really see the lady, and so we're like, okay, maybe we're cleared. But this lady comes over, and my cousin starts walking away, and she's talking to this lady, but this lady looks like she's 10 or 11 or something. Well, we thought it was my cousin's friend at first, and we're like, oh, okay, it's just her friend. But then the lady, she didn't even have Walmart uniform on or anything. She had a regular shirt, and she didn't have a name tag or anything, but apparently she works at Walmart. And she called my brother and I over to her, and she's she starts talking to us, and she's like, why were you guys doing that? And we're like, I don't know, we're just bored, we want to do that. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to kick you guys out. That is unacceptable. What? You guys don't need to be doing that. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. And so, as we're going out, I was trying to film for our Thanksgiving vlog, but she's like, excuse me, there's no filming in here. And so, we go out, and it's freezing outside. It's nighttime, and there's people staring at us, and so it's probably, I don't know, it's below freezing, but it was super cold. And Bryden has this great idea. Okay, let's go back, he's gonna go back in there. So he walks back in, and the officer calls him over, and so Bryden walks over to him, and the officer's like, I thought that lady told you that you need to get out of here and you can't come back in. And so Bryden's like, yeah, she did. And the officer's like, then why are you in here? And Bryden's like, well, I'm trying to find my parents. And the officer's like, well, you can call them. And Bryden's like, can I not just try to find them? And the officer's like, he's so irritated at this moment. He's like, no, you need to get out now. And so Bryden came back out, and then we called our parents. That was fun. Yeah, we called our parents. We were like, I called my mom, and she's like, where are you guys? And I'm like, outside. She's like, what are you guys doing outside? I'm like, kinda got kicked out. So, yeah, she wasn't too happy with the entire thing. Yeah, it probably would have been okay if it was any other day, but yeah, being Black Friday probably wasn't the best idea. The second story is when I thought I was having a heart attack. So, my family has a long line of heart issues. My grandpa died from a heart attack. My other grandpa had a heart attack, but he didn't die. And then my dad had some heart issues when he was a baby. But yeah, they both had like they all had heart issues, and so I mean, I've lost a lot of weight over the summer, but I've always, like, I didn't really care anything about it until, like, last year. And so we started school, and I had, like, a really, like, a super heavy backpack, and I always, like, had this incredibly heavy backpack every day at school. And I would just carry it around me, and it was way too heavy for me, and, like, I mean, I don't have a lot of muscle, so of course that's not going to be good for my shoulders, but anyway, that's besides the point. So I started having these shoulder pains, like all across, like here, like on my heart area. And so I'm like, okay, that's probably not good. And that was about the time when I'm probably like, oh crap, like I've been eating so bad, like I probably should change what I eat. And so I still remember it. It was one night, it hurt so bad that, I mean, but I didn't really think anything of it at the time. But like, it was after a football game and we came home and it hurt so bad. I like just laid on the couch. I just couldn't think. I had like an ice pack on my shoulder. Ew, it hurt so bad. But that got better over the night. And then a few probably days later, I mean, this all happened pretty fast. It was Wednesday for church. Like, I think I was having probably a slight like panic attack in church, and that didn't help any of the issues, and so it was not good. So I had a lot of like anxiety through church, and I just couldn't think straight that entire night. It hurt so bad. So that night when I'm going to bed, like that's all I'm thinking of is, oh my gosh, like it's a heart issue. Like my mom has scheduled me for an appointment probably 2 days later. Like that was the earliest I could get me in. But I'm like, there's no way I can wait that long. Well, I tried to, but I was thinking like, oh my gosh, if this is a heart issue, like there's no way I can wait that long. Like it's so bad. And so I had gone to bed, and it hurt so bad. Like I was just, like I was crying. Like I couldn't bear the pain. And so my mom came in, she was like kind of trying to like ease me. And so like she left, and that's all. I couldn't stop thinking about that. It was probably like something with my heart. And so my heart started racing, and like I could not feel my lips. Like my lips all of a sudden went numb, and my heart was racing so much, and I'm like, that's it. Like I think I'm having a heart attack. So I got up, like went to my parents. My mom like felt my heart. She was like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's racing. Like we should probably take you to the hospital. So we raced to the hospital, and I mean it's like almost 11:30 at night, and so we got in there, and like the lady did all that check-in stuff, and then we went into the room, and they like checked all my stuff, and they said everything was fine. So it turns out that like I was having a panic attack that night, and that didn't help any of the situation. Like I was having a really bad panic attack. Well, okay, so we didn't think anything of my backpack at the time. So we get home, and I mean, it was probably the next morning, I'm guessing. Next afternoon, something like that. And my mom like lifts up my backpack for something, and she's like, holy crap, this is probably the reason you're having those pains. I mean, my backpack was so heavy, and it was like weighing down my shoulder, and that's probably what was causing all the pain. So from there on, still to this day, like, I mean, I have shoulder pain still, but not as bad. I just carry it on this other shoulder, and I don't use that shoulder, because I mean anything hurts me like if I use it for too long. So that's that story. So we were coming back from Illinois, and because it was like a funeral for like someone in our family, and we decided to go to Arkansas and go on a float trip because we had never done that before. And it was my brother's 13th birthday, and so we're like, hey, why not? Like, that's perfect. Like, do the float trip for his birthday. So we got a cabin. It was a really cool cabin. Anyway, so we went on this float trip. So it was my brother and my dad in one canoe, and then me and my mom in another canoe. And So the first thing that happened, this happened before I almost got decapitated. So there's like this area where the bottom of the canoe kept hitting the rocks, and so I was like, okay, I'll just get out and try to push it. My mom's not that heavy, like she's pretty light, and so I was just gonna push her along there. I was heavy at the time. So, and so I like pushed her, and I didn't see, but there was this like unlevel area. Like the front of the boat was like not level with the back of the boat. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, and so I'm trying to get in without like I'm trying to get in the boat because it's kind of getting deeper in the water. And I couldn't get in and lost my balance, and the boat tipped over, and everything in our boat, I didn't have a phone at the time, my iPod, our camera, our keys, our food, our life vest, everything started floating away. And so my brother and dad are like way down, like they had gone on, floated on, and so we're like trying to scream at them. They didn't hear us, but finally my brother saw us. And so we're like trying to grab everything, and my mom like was under the canoe. And which I feel bad, but like I was just trying to like grab everything, and luckily my iPod had a waterproof case on it. So we got all that stuff, and I mean, then all that was fine. So we went on, and there was a lot of areas, like it said that this was like the easy course, but there was a lot of like hard areas. If you've never gone canoeing before, like, I don't know if my mom has, but if she hasn't, she's not good at it. No offense, Mom. I'm not either. But I had never gone canoeing before, so I don't really know. I mean, it's not as easy as it looks. So there's a lot of areas where you had to like turn, and like sharp turns kind of, and so your boat would like slide. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, your boat would like slide when you're trying to do the turns, almost like you're drifting in a car, you know? Yeah, no, okay. Well, anyway, so we come upon this one, and I mean the water was flowing pretty fast at this area. And so I'm trying to like get the front of it to stop. Like I'm trying to put my paddle down. My mom's trying to paddle on the other side to get it away, but that didn't help. And it just started like, the boat started flowing like away. And we were like heading right for this like big limb, and I could not get the boat stopped. And so finally my mom kind of gave up, and the water was just taking us. And I was in the front of the boat. And so, like, there was a stick, like, right here at this height, yeah? And so, my mom was, like, trying to stop the boat as hard as she could, and I had, like, a life vest on, which was already, like, kind of choking me, and then all of a sudden, this, like, stick comes, and it's, like, choking me, and I'm all the way back, like, on my mom's lap, and I'm like, and finally we get it off, and we maneuver the boat out, but oh my gosh, it, like, left, like, a scar across my neck. It hurt. Oh, that was so scary though. Like, I thought for sure I was gonna get decapitated or something was gonna go down. Like, I don't even know. Well guys, that was all of my stories. I hope you liked those. This was my first story time video, so I mean, wasn't the greatest. I mean, I can improve, but it was good. I just wanted to share some of those stories. I'm sure I could think of a billion other stories that we can make another storytime video on. Brian's just gone tonight, so I thought I would make a video on my new camera. So, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and tell all of your friends about us, please. Like, we're trying to gain subscribers, and I have a vlog actually that's gonna go up sometime soon. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.